to overtime. Dwayne Wade right at the body of Anderson Varejao. Welcome to your Kodak moment, Anderson Varejao. Doncic pulls up, three-pointer. Bang! Bang! It's good! Doncic wins the game at the buzzer!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 3OT. The show we did on live broadcast got deleted this week, so I thought we'd come back and, make another one. But part of it being deleted is that we get to have two guests. We got Kevin back.
Hey.
And we got Patrick.
Yo.
So, we had the Jrue Holiday trade rumors was a big part of what we talked about on Tuesday. So I decided we should get together and look at some Jrue Holiday blockbusters. We've each made a couple trades. We'll argue about whose makes the most sense, but yeah, there we go. Who wants to get it started?
Kevin.
Patrick, I can start if you want, bro. I got two trades.
Kevin, let's hear your first trade.
All right. I said, okay, so my first trade was, I'd say that Jrue, I'd like to send him to the Nuggets in exchange for Gary Harris, Will Barton, and Monte Morris. And maybe
Patrick,
a second
you want
rounder.
to give your thoughts first, or should I? Or no, Kevin, give a justification. Give a justification.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, y'all know that I just thought that since Denver got to the to the conference finals, they just, for me, they're missing a just like a third star, just to be able to I think to be able to go to the finals. Honestly, Gary Harris, as much as I love him, he was like one of the he underperformed almost out of all of them. Because Gary Harris, I say is their third option, but he just very underperformed.
No, keep going.
So he would be the first one I would trade off. But obviously, since he did underperform, and I don't see him as being just like a consistent starter, I would expect them to want to ask for more. So I did. That's why I also put up Will Barton, who would be a good veteran for at least the Pelicans to, maybe have a mentor for the other guys. And if not, then I also give them Monte Morris because they are all rebuilding. I don't expect them to be pushing for the playoffs, but if they could, they probably want a piece like Barton. And if not, then they'll be able to have a good piece with Morris to rebuild and have a lot of young guys there.
Do you really think that's enough for Jrue Holiday? Because Gary Harris at this point is on a bad contract because he doesn't play offense at all. Monte Morris, I really like, but at the end of the day, he's still just a backup point guard. And Will Barton is a solid 3-and-D wing, but you're giving up a great defender who can shoot the three, can defend probably 1 through 4 genuinely, and still has essentially 2 years left on his deal.
No, if there's anyone else that you could think of that you would put, I'm not too sure anyone else from Denver that you could add on.
You could clearly throw Bol into a trade like that.
No, you gonna give up Bol though? That's straight. That's tragic.
Yeah, they don't play Bol, Kevin. They don't play him at all.
They don't play him at all. They should.
They hype him up, but they don't play him. They hype him up.
It's true. All right, Patrick, you got any thoughts on that?
I don't know if Denver really needs Jrue Holiday, honestly.
You think they need any help or just to develop?
I think they just need to develop because you got Michael Porter Jr., who
plays no defense.
He plays no defense, but he is improving and he's tall, so that's automatically an advantage on defense. He has all the tools to be elite on defense. He just can't move his feet he can't move his feet at all. But
he has all the tools except having the speed or agility to keep up. But other than that, he has all the tools.
Yeah. But if he increases that points per game to about 15 to 20, I don't know if that's all the scoring they need. And defensively, I think you could just, I think more so the team needs to get better at defense rather than just bringing in one player.
Well, I mean, but one player can have a huge impact on them. Like the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
I know the Timberwolves are always my example, but the Timberwolves without Robert Covington were awful, and then Robert Covington came in, and for like a good 30 games, they played really good defense.
Yeah. But I don't know if you really want to give up much for somebody like Jrue Holiday, who might be a one-year rental.
You don't think he's going to opt into his player option? Are we sure?
For
Are
Denver?
we sure with the cap where the cap is because of like COVID and all of that? Are we entirely sure that
we're actually not.
Jrue Holiday is going to get an offer of larger than $28 million?
I don't know who would. $28 million. I don't know. I don't know about that.
That's where my issue comes.
Because isn't he, how old is he? Is he like 30? 31?
He's 30 exactly.
Yeah. I mean, he's
younger
still
than
nice.
Stephen Clay, though.
Yeah. I mean, he's still nice, but he's not. He's like the one level below a star. So I don't know if you want to.
Well, I would say he's still a star. He's just not like an all-star level player.
Yeah, he's that. Yeah, he's that little. He's in that the highest a role player can get. He's that.
So a fringe all-star, maybe?
Yeah, he's a fringe all-star.
Fringe all-star. Yeah, fringe all-star.
I think he is kind of underrated for what he does. He just never really had the stats to make a all-star team.
Yeah, reminds me of Mike Conley a little bit.
I would absolutely agree. That's the first name that came to mind.
Yeah.
All right. Well, where do we think Jrue Holiday Nuggets team goes? Like, can they make it back to the Western Conference Finals? How does that fit work? What do we think?
Well, I already think that. I mean, the Nuggets, besides the Lakers and the Warriors, I would say they're the third best team in the West, easily.
Yeah.
Over the Clippers?
Yeah, because the Clippers are staying the same. Nobody's moving.
They trash.
And they might lose. They might lose Montrez.
Yeah, I think Montrez is going to be gone, but I think they're also going to make some trade with Lou Will.
But who can you really get for Lou Will, though?
A starting caliber point guard.
Are you calling Reggie Jackson? I'm kidding.
Reggie Jackson ain't even going to be back.
Yeah. I mean, what point guard could they really get, though, that would help them? I mean, I see they're looking at Rondo.
They said they're trying to go for Rondo and Howard, too.
Yeah.
They want a good center.
Yeah, they want all the Lakers players,